Hello students. In part 1 of chapter polynomials, we have studied about the definition of the polynomial, about the degree of the polynomial, and about the type of polynomials based on degree and the number of terms. Today, we will learn about the zeros of the polynomial. So what do you mean by the zero of a polynomial? The zero of a polynomial is a value of x that makes the polynomial equal to 0. For example, let's learn about this definition first using an example. For example, if we take the polynomial as px equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. Here the zeros are x equal to 2 and x equal to 3. Now how? We have polynomial px equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. Now if I put x equal to 2, what we will get? I am putting x equal to 2. So x equal to 2 means 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. This will give us 4 minus 10 plus 6. So this is equal to minus 6 plus 6 equal to 0. Now here we can see if we have put x equal to 2 here, then we have got the result as 0. So the value of x, which makes that polynomial, which makes the value of that polynomial equal to 0 is said to be the 0 of that polynomial. So here we can say x equal to 2 is a 0 of this polynomial. Why? Because if we are putting x equal to 2 in this polynomial, we are getting the value 0. Now, similarly, we can check with x equal to 3 also. Let's check with x equal to 3 now. So if I put x equal to 3 in this polynomial, what we will get? We will get 3 square minus, I am just putting x equal to 3 here. 5 into 3 plus 6. So this will give us 9 minus 15 plus 6. So this will give us minus 6 plus 6, which is equal to 0. So here x equal to 3 has made the value of the polynomial equal to 0. So we can say x equal to 3 is a 0 of this polynomial. So let's come back to our definition again for the better understanding. The 0 of a polynomial is a value of x that makes the polynomial equal to 0. Now let's proceed to one more example. Let's take one more example here. Consider the polynomial px equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. Here x equal to minus 1 and 4 are the zeros of the polynomial. Let's check out how. So first of all, we will put x equal to minus 1 here. So what we will get? We will get, I'm just putting x equal to minus 1 in this polynomial. So we will get minus 1 whole square minus 3 into minus 1 minus 4. So this will give us 1 plus 3 minus 4, which will give us 4 minus 4, which is equal to 0. So here we can see when we have put x equal to minus 1 here, we have got the value of the polynomial as equal to 0. So we can say x equal to minus 1 is a 0 of this polynomial. Let's check with x equal to 4 now. So let's put x equal to 4. I am putting x equal to 4 again in this polynomial to check whether it is a 0 of this polynomial or not. So we will get 4 square minus 3 into 4 minus 4. So this will give us 16 minus 12 minus 4. This is equal to 4 minus 4 equal to 0. So here we can see again on putting x equal to 4, we have got the value of the polynomial as equal to 0. So we can say x equal to 4 is also a 0 of this polynomial. Now we will learn how to find the zero of the polynomial. In previous question we have seen that the zeros of the polynomial were given. We just have to check whether those numbers are the zeros of the polynomial or not. Now we will learn how to find the zero of the polynomial. Now we will come back to this definition again. Here we can see we have to put px equal to 0. We just have to put that polynomial equal to 0 to find the zero of that polynomial. How? Find the zero of the polynomial px equal to 3x plus 2. So we will put px equal to 0 here. So this will give us 3x plus 2 equal to 0. This will give us 3x equal to minus 2. This implies x equal to minus 2 by 3. So x equal to minus 2 by 3 is a zero of this polynomial. It means if we will put x equal to minus 2 by 3 in this polynomial, we will get the value of the polynomial as equal to 0. Let's come to one more example. Find zero of the polynomial px equal to ax. Now, to find zero of the polynomial, what we have to do? We have to put px equal to 0. So again, we will follow the same method only. So if we will put px equal to 0, so this implies ax equal to 0, as we have px equal to ax here. Now this implies a equal to 0 or x equal to 0. How? This expression ax equal to 0, this thing is possible only if either a is equal to 0 or x equal to 0. Now in this question it is given that a is not equal to 0, which implies x equal to 0. So x equal to 0 is a zero of this polynomial. It means if we will put x equal to 0 in px equal to ax here, we will get the value of the polynomial equal to 0. Now we have some important points. What are those points? Let's learn about those points now. Important points. A zero of a polynomial may or may not be equal to 0. May or may not be equal to 0. How? For example, if we consider the polynomial px equal to ax plus 1. Now if we will find it 0. So how we will find it 0? We will put px equal to 0 here. Here we will get x plus 1 equal to 0. This will give us x equal to minus 1. So this implies x equal to minus 1 is the zero of this polynomial. Here as I can see, x equal to minus 1 is a zero of this polynomial, but this minus 1, x equal to minus 1 is not equal to 0. So if some number is a zero of the polynomial, then it is not necessary that that number will be equal to 0. Okay. Now let's come to one more example. Px equal to cx. Like we have studied this example before also. Here as we can see, px equal to ax. So here x equal to 0. We got the 0 as 0. So this implies that the 0 can be equal to 0 also. Let's learn this thing with one more example. Now here, if I put px equal to 0, so what we will get? Cx equal to 0. Now again, this will imply either c equal to 0 or x equal to 0. Now similarly here also it is given that c is not equal to 0. It means x equal to 0. It means x equal to 0 is a 0 of this polynomial and also the value is equal to 0. So what we can conclude from this thing, that if a number is a 0 of that polynomial, that number may or may not be equal to 0. Like in this case, we can see x equal to minus 1 is a 0 of this polynomial, but minus 1 is not equal to 0. Here x equal to 0 is a 0 of this polynomial, and it is also equal to 0. So may or may not be. Let's come to one more important point. Every linear polynomial has one and only one zero. So what do you mean by linear polynomial? In part 1, we have already studied this thing, that a linear polynomial is of the form ax plus b. This is the general form of a linear polynomial, where the degree of x, where the degree of this polynomial means the highest power of x is equal to 1. So such kind of polynomials, which are linear polynomial, has one and only one zero. For example, if we take px equal to 7x plus 14, here we can see the degree of this polynomial is 1. How? The highest power of the x in this polynomial is 1. So it means it is a linear polynomial, and which implies it has only one zero. How? We can find the zero of the polynomial by putting px equal to 0. So this will give us 7x plus 14 equal to 0. So this will give us 7x equal to minus 14, and this will give us x equal to minus 14 by 7, which is equal to minus 2. So here, as we can see, we have got only x equal to minus 2 as a zero of this polynomial. So if we have any linear polynomial, then it has only 1 and 1 0. So that's all for today, students. Please like and subscribe my channel. And if you want me to prepare a video on any topic of yours, you can please comment in the comment section. I will surely make the video on that concept or any question of the mathematics. It can be of any class, 9, 10, 11, 12, even lower classes also. Thank you.